Hi, I'm Sharon Krister. I'm an NP student here to do your abdominal exam. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, with your consent, we can get started. First, I'd like you to state your first and last name and date of birth.
Reginald Krister, April 15th, 1967.
Okay, Mr. Krister. So what we can do to get started is I'm going to go wash my hands, and while I'm doing that, if you could lie back on the pillows, raise your t-shirt up to your nipples, and pull your sweats down to the top of your hips.
Okay.
And we'll get started. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So just to give you an overview, what I'd like to do is first do a visual general inspection of your abdomen. I'm also going to be listening to your stomach, and then we will be tapping on the stomach to test for the health of the internal organs, and then some light and deep palpation, okay? All right. So first, in just general inspection, I am checking to make sure that everything is symmetrical, the contour is normal, there are no abnormal pulsations, and there is obvious rise and fall of your abdomen with your breaths, which seem unlabored. So I'd like you to take a deep breath and pull your stomach in as far as you can. Again, just noting for any changes, and then poke it out as far as you can, and checking for any herniations not noted. Okay, relax. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is begin to listen. But before I do that, I'd like you to tip your head up, and let me just see if there's any changes. Okay, great. Again, listening for your abdominal sounds, bowel sounds. Okay. So, and then one of the things you note is that you do have normal active bowel tones. They are apparent in all four quadrants. There is an expectation that there be between 5 and 34 per minute. The other thing we can auscultate is for the squishing sounds that are heard with bruit. So I'm going to take a listen to your aorta in the epigastric area. Also listening for the renal and the iliac. I'm going to do that also with the bell of the stethoscope. So now we're going to start that tapping I mentioned. We're going to start by percussing your abdomen across, and we expect to have gastric air tympany, no dullness here. Okay. And next, after percussing the abdomen, we will also percuss the liver. So I'm going to, from the region of your umbilicus, tap up. Okay, and noting that point of dullness, I will start from intercostal space here. Okay, and note the difference to dullness from that point, which the distance between is about 7, which should be between 6 and 7 centimeters. All right, which is normal. So we can then also reach over and find from the 12th rib up to the 10th and percuss from there to note the change for spleen. Okay, and also we can percuss for full bladder. And you seem to be okay. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we will move into light palpation. So again, I will just start here at the right lower quadrant. Let me know if there's any discomfort or tenderness. So then we're moving to a little bit deeper. Palpation. And across the abdomen. Okay. And then I'm going to palpate up. Have you take some deep breath. Again. Again. All right. And then I'd like you to take a deep breath with your head turned. Okay, no JVD. And then I'm just going to palpate over here on the spleen. Okay. Go ahead and take another deep breath. You can get the coastal border of the liver here with cupping technique. Okay, that's palpable. Spleen not palpable, but that's normal. So I'm going to go ahead and have you turn to me. And as I place my hand back here, I want you to fall back down. And I'm going to try to blow out the kidney. Okay, again, same thing the other side. And back down. Okay, great. And then I'm going to try and palpate the aorta. Deep breath. Okay, not able to, but there are no obvious aneurysms or bulging herniations. Okay, and so after doing the deep palpation, I think what we can also do to assess for any gallbladder abnormalities would be to check with some deep palpation at certain points. The McBurney would be from right lower quadrant across transverse from the umbilicus down 2/3. With deep palpation here, any tenderness?
No.
Okay, great. Going far away from the area, we can do the same thing. And when I release, do you have any tenderness?
No.
Okay, so no rebound. Another is the psoas. So I have you lift this knee and push against my hand. Does that bring any tenderness?
No.
Let's do the same thing on the other side. Push against my hand. Any
No tender.
Okay, so another technique would be to rotate it across. And does that cause any tenderness?
No.
Let's do the same thing on the other side. Any tenderness?
No.
Okay, great. So I'd like you to now just sit up. And I'm going to check again for tenderness over the kidneys with blunt palpation here on the CVA. Any tenderness?
No.
Okay, great. So now, finally, what I want to do is check for any inguinal nodes and femoral area. So just do some palpation here. I'm checking for any nodes, checking for the pulse in the femoral region, and so we'll also auscultate. Okay, no bruit. So we'll do the same thing on this side, exposing your inguinal area, checking nodes, checking for any hernias, and pulse. I'm going to check for bruit. Okay. One last thing, I'd like to have you just cough. Okay. Again, cough. Okay, great. No herniations, no issues. So thank you so much. That concludes the exam.
Thank you.